Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry for London session. I had some things to take care of, so I couldn't come back in time, but everything is okay. Thank you. Okay, let's wait for a bit and let's go through some charts. There was some good trades on London session. I missed Euro USD. First of all, we had this breakout, a retest, and continuation. But anyway, let's see if we have any new setup right now. I see that we have a break on EJ, so I'm gonna wait for a retest here to take some buys. Let's see if it's gonna give us that retest. It's a good level. It's a 4-hour and a 1-hour level. I think this can be pretty good setup. Let's wait and see. Gonna wait on the 1-hour. It's more clear and obvious. So this is a breakout candle. Now we just need a retest and continuation. If it's gonna give that retest, of course. Entry is gonna be around 121.950, 960 maybe. Stop loss is gonna be around 20 pips. Or maybe just 15 pips. Okay, let's leave it 20 pips, because once it closes back in the range, then we have some room here to manage the trade to close maybe at break even or a small loss. But this hopefully is going to make a retest and continue up based on what we know from the previous history of the market. So just gonna wait for a retest here and continuation. If price goes up and makes 15-20 pip move, then I don't know if I'm gonna take it, but have to wait and see. Yeah, GJ just had a breaking retest. I missed this too. Yeah, this was perfect. If you guys took this, it was perfect. Closed back in the range, made a retest and continuation. The first retest is already done now, and I wouldn't recommend taking it again once it comes back down. I would rather take EJ instead. But it was a good setup. Who took it? It was a good setup. Let me see how many pips. Even though it moved only 11 pips, can't say the move is done already, but still it made a move. The next target is, next zone is around 25 pips away. Or maybe not. Let me see. I think we have another zone here. See, GJ is a bit messy for now. there are plenty of zones in between, and you can't really decide which one you want to take on. See, price got rejected from the support too. We had another support here created. So basically every 20 pips you have a zone, and price coming from a zone to the next zone, rejecting from a zone, coming to the retest, and it's a bit messy.
Good morning, Sia.
Morning, Carlos.
Could you take a look at a trade I took yesterday that didn't work?
Yeah, of course, send the link.
Yeah.
Break and retest on USDCAD. USDCAD is maybe a break and retest on the 1 hour, a very weak breakout, but when you go to a 4 hour, USDCAD is still at this strong support here. This can just be a 4 hour retest, so be careful. For me, we took the first retest on this candle with my group, but once the 4 hour closed, I knew that price possibly is gonna come for a retest of this 4 hour zone. Now we have two zones in between. And what did I say the other day? I said that price needs to break above this too. Then a retest and continuation. But you can see the 4 hour, how the 4 hour closed right above this, only 2-3 pips, even though it's a 4 hour candle. Now the best would be if we could break both of these zones, but unfortunately it didn't. It did actually, but a very small breakout, which it's not good enough for us to take a trade. Now it's coming for this retest on the 4 hour, but still I'm not convinced because we're coming from the next zone. And another thing is that we got rejected from this other resistance, so this is what makes this a bit tricky. You know, you're coming from a resistance. Now this zone is pretty good. It's a strong zone because every time price came here, you can see how big the rejection was. Just look at how big the rejection was every time price came here. But even this resistance is still strong. Look at how many candles. Price got rejected the first time. Now you can either take buys here on this retest, but if you take it, it's going to be a very small risk. And for me, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't feel comfortable with this. USDJPY closed below, breakout, and it didn't respect the zone. Okay, so Carlos, this break below, I'm gonna have a look on my chart just to look on the left, see what we have. That was a 1 hour chart, right? Yeah. Let's clean these. So I took it based on this support here. Let's take a look. The breakout is 2.5 pips, just below this breakout. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Okay, so the 4 hour was this candle, right? So you took it while this 4 hour candle was open, I guess. And what I see from this is that price came from this resistance. See, this is what it's a bit tricky about UJ or even GJ. There are a lot of zones in between, and your trade was here at this support, and the price got rejected from resistance. Even though this is a different kind of setup, because if price got rejected from resistance and you have a breakout from manager zone, price should have continued down, right? But
Yep.
still, I think it's a lot messy in this chart. Plenty of rejections, plenty of zones. I mean, just look at price made a few rejections here. When you go left, you see lots of candles rejecting this level, exactly where price got rejected from. You know, I don't know. It's I can't say the exact reason why this was a loss, but I can tell you that the chart is pretty messy. Lots of zones in between, you know, and maybe it was just the best would be to stay away of this and find a better setup.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. What is a better setup? Let's say. Now, this is the thing. You see, we have a good break of this zone now. We have a good break of this zone, this candle right now. But when it comes to this for a retest, and we go back, we see we have another zone here. We have also some candles rejecting this level. We have also some candles here rejecting this level, then this level. Then here we see the same. See, there are plenty of zones in between. Now, this is the hardest part, just to choose which one you want to take, or which one is going to give you better chances of working out. Now, based on this, I would say, okay, let's wait for this support to retest, since we had plenty of rejections, but still it wouldn't be a very clear setup. Still, it wouldn't be that comfort when you take a break and retest, a clean break and retest. So we'll see. Let's see which one gives us a retest now. EU. I missed EU. My plan was to take buys on the retest here, but I missed it for a minute. Let's see, EJ's already doing the move, 10 pips already. There was no retest. Let's see, if it does go 15-20 pips, then it's already done. The move is done. Greg, one wrong chart. Both are wrong charts. Sorry guys. Okay, let's see if we have any other setups. Well, looks like EA finally broke out of this big consolidation, but looks like there was no retest. 1 hour, create a minor zone here. Looks like for now there's no trade. Okay, so the only possible way of taking a trade on USDCAD, I think it would be to, if price comes down below, closes below this, makes a retest and continuation. I think this would be the best setup right now. I don't trust buys right now since we got rejected on this. I think it's pretty risky. Can still reject, but we might have consolidation in this middle zone first. We're gonna wait and see. Let's take a look at GU. GU at support. See, first we have the support, it's rejecting. We have rejections right now. Then we go on the left, we see another zone that is just a little higher than this one. And you have plenty of rejections. Now let's go on the 1 hour to see if these zones match with each other. Yeah, I think there's nothing here. On GU, we had these good zones, but most of them didn't give a retest at all. Aussie dollar, big consolidation. It's been for a while in this big consolidation box. Still no breakout. It's just going from the top to the bottom of this consolidation. Can we find a middle zone here? Let's see. Too many candles. I think it's a bit messy. No trade here. NZD/USD. Too messy. We have a small zone here, but still not clear for me. Previous daily candle closed pretty bearish. Looks like price rejected this daily support. Nothing big. Euro NZD looks like it's doing the opposite. It's pretty much gone. GBPUSD. I think GBPUSD looks pretty good. You see, this is a clean break and retest. The cleaner break and retest. You have a very good support here on GCAD. Then you have this candle close below all this support. You have the retest and continuation. Clean traffic on the left. Next zone is almost there. See how it filled the range. Very good. This is a clean break and retest. Not like UJ, plenty of different levels in between. That's a hard way to choose for taking a trade. Now, since we're rejecting the support, we might have a break and retest to the upside. We're gonna have to wait and see. It's 20 pips away for now, so I don't expect a quick move. Let's wait and see. Aussie dollar buys. If you took buys, then congrats, but for now we don't have any setup. I think Aussie dollar is pretty messy. You took it on this support, right? Because I see your zone here, but you can see that the next one is just right here. It's too close with each other. This is all a big consolidation box. The best would be a break above or a break below, but we don't know if that's gonna happen since we're still in the middle. But there's still time. We're gonna have to wait and see. Looks like USDCAD finally broke to the upside. Not yet on the 4 hour, but on the 1 hour looks like it. My main support or resistance here was this, because this is where most of the candles got rejected, right? And there was no retest here. This was probably, but not enough. Should have come lower. And this one now, it's a fresh resistance. Maybe we need to see some kind of consolidation before taking buys to the upside here. So not trade there for now. What about gold? Gold, it's at support. It has a small minor zone here, which looks like a break and retest, but it might result in a fake out since we touched the support and now price coming as rejection. So gold is not for trading. Euro GBP, wow. See, we had a breakout, a retest. This was pretty good. Who took it? Made some good money. Let's see if EJ is gonna come. I think for now EJ is the best or the cleanest setup for now. Yeah, though it made a small 10 pip move, but I think still when it comes for retest, it's gonna reject. Give us at least 10 pips. This is a 4 hour and 1 hour breakout, so let's take a look on the left. See, this matches perfect with the 4 hour. This is a good thing, but it's not a good thing because one bad thing is that it already reached this next resistance and it might cause us some problems. So take a look at daily. Sorry.
This sum wouldn't be a problem for you?
Yeah, this could be a problem. Yeah, now thing is most of the setups now having the same things, they're having a lot of zones in between, and I guess we just have to take the risk. Still a good zone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections at the same level. It's a 4-hour level too. I think at least a 10 pip move would be realistic. Do you allow second targets or you only take 1 to 1? Yeah, of course. I always leave something to run. I always leave runners. If you're thinking about sells here, what about that price coming from this support here, which is also daily support? This coming from the zone may cause a fake out to continue up, because New Zealand and US dollar, it's still on a bullish trend, I think. And this is just a small pullback, maybe for continuation. See, this can be just only a weekly retest to continue up. See what happened before on this level? Just look at what happened before in this level. Same level that it's right now. When price came here, look at the rejections on the weekly. Price went all the way up. See how it made a breakout here on the weekly? A small retest all the way up. See how it broke below? Made a retest all the way down. Rejections, rejections, rejection. Now this candle, the previous weekly candle, closed above. And this probably is a weekly retest. For more continuation to this next zone. That's what I see on the weekly. So if weekly is saying that we are in a big support, I wouldn't try to sell on lower time frames. I just wouldn't be comfortable. GJ is doing the retest. GJ already did the retest. What did I say about GJ? See that we have resistance here. Why did this candle reject? Because we have another zone here. Remember I said that GJ has plenty of zones in between. Basically every 20 pips you have a zone on GJ, and this just tells you that. You can see it by yourself. Plenty of zones, plenty of rejections. Need a clear break and retest with no traffic on the left. And I think for now only EJ can give us that. Even the EJ is still coming from another zone, but at least we can expect a 10 pip move. Plenty of rejections. You just can't come and go through that just like that. At least a small rejection at 10 pips can be possible. What about GU? Let's see. So if GU closes below this, that would be a clean break and retest, because there's no middle zone, there's no zone in between. The next zone is all the way down here, which is a 30 pip range. So a 30 pip range with no zones on the left. This is the clean break and retest. If it does, we already have 4 candles rejecting. This is the 5th candle rejecting the same level. Once we get a close below, we will have a nice setup in our hands here. So let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait for a break. Hello Mo. Thank you. Yeah, EJ is a 4-hour breakout. See? No, it's not a 4-hour breakout yet. Maybe on some brokers, but not in mine. So it's no break yet on 4-hour, but 1 hour is a clean breakout. 10 pips, perfect. Let's see if it does come for a retest. Okay, let's take a look. Ondra, can you look at your trading view? Maybe it's a private account. You have to make it public so we can see your chart. Valid by on USDJPY. I can't say it's valid because it's coming from another zone. I don't know what to say. You can take it, but it's not safe, I think. I think USD it's a bit weak right now. I think this level is all the way down here, coming all the way down here to make a retest. It doesn't seem very good because this one here is just a fake out. See, price created resistance here, this closed back in the range, retest, continuation, plenty of rejections here, same. I think if you want to take UJ, stop loss is going to be 3 pips. If you want to take UJ, it's going to be 3 pips stop loss, just below the previous candle, because I wouldn't risk for more. Let's see, let's take a UJPY here with a 3 pip stop loss. With a 50 pip target. Next target around 10-15 pips. Let's see. 3 pip stop loss. Let's see how far it can go. Like I said before, for USDCAD, I think I wouldn't feel comfortable taking this. It's coming from another zone, another support here, resistance created, only closed very weak above. 1 hour closed already below this. Now coming for this retest. I think too many zones involved. I wouldn't take anything here. I only took UJPYs because I can use a 3 pip stop loss, so it's pretty small. And let's see if we can take this at 10 pips profit. CPI in 30 minutes, yeah, I know. In 30 minutes we expect at least a move. $30 minutes. 30 minutes for UJ to go up. Since we're not having any setups, took UJ because nothing happening right now on other pairs. UJ is very slow, so it's gonna take ages, but might give us some small profits here. CAD JPY, waiting for a retest. Maybe you meant to say waiting for a break and retest. Target next zone, which is only 10 pips, I think. Yeah, very small range on CAD JPY, but I guess it's a good setup since you have rejections here and here. Once you have a breakout, continuation to the upside looks good, why not? Okay, UJ is pushing down. Four-hour looks big rejection from the upside. Let's see how it goes. CPI in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, It should make a 10 pip move at least. Upside or downside, let's see. But at least 10 pip. If it doesn't move in 30 minutes, at least 10 pips, then what can you expect from UJ? GU potential break and retest. GU. EJ no retest yet. I think GU there's no trade on GU unless we break below, like I said before. If we don't break below this, then there's no trade for me here. For the upside, I don't see anything for the upside, so I can't say. Thank you too. I couldn't trade London session. I had some things to do, so I thought let's do New York session and see if we can find any trades. We find a small one on USDJPY, so let's see how it goes. 3 pips stop loss. Risk reward is pretty crazy here. Let's see if we're gonna manage to take some profits. Next target and next zone here. Plenty of different zones in between on UJ, so this one is first. It's a 10 pip range, I think, yeah. See if it's gonna fill this range. If it does go, makes a new high above the previous candles, then definitely we're gonna see another push to the upside. But by then I think the news is gonna come, so we're either gonna have to close before the news, or let's see, maybe price is gonna push down. Let's see. For now it's rejecting. These are good signs. 2 candles rejecting this broken resistance, which now acts as a support. So let's see. Yeah, we have good options. If we don't trade London, we have New York session. If we don't trade New York session, we have Asian session. So 24 hours is a lot. Plenty of time to trade. Just the range in UJ is too big. Just look how big the move should be for only 10 pips. It's pretty crazy. And UJ doesn't tend to move that much in 30 minutes. Yeah, Asian session is pretty much consolidation most of the time. Which sessions are very good for traders out of 3? I think London and New York session are the best. I can't say New York session is better or London session is better because they're both good. It just sometimes one is better. Sometimes New York session is better. Sometimes London session is better. Can't say. Yeah, I mean, Asia session sometimes it can be good, but most of the time ranging. So, but some people don't have a choice. They only have time maybe for Asian, so you have to make it work somehow. EU retest. Where do you see that retest? Yeah, it looks like it's making a retest here. From what zone? Let's take a look. Yeah, EU looks pretty good. It looks good actually, but I don't know now. I'm on UJ. I'm gonna wait for UJ. If you want to take EU, go ahead. It looks good. It's a 4-pip breakout. It has some room to continue up. But for me, I don't know if this is enough or not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. We have good resistance formed here. Let's see. Daily is right where the daily candles closed. So that might be a small problem for this. And I think the move on EU is already done. 4 hour, there's no traffic up until here, so I don't know what to say. You can take it. Nothing wrong except that daily is right where daily candles start, which means this is the resistance on the daily. I don't know what to say. You can try it. You can definitely try it and find out what happens. For now, I'm on UJ, so I'm gonna keep my eye on this for now. See what happens. Wow, nice push on UJ. And all this is only 3.5 pips, 4 pips, nothing. Still need at least 10 pips. But the setup went pretty good. If we go above this, like I said before, make a new high, then there's good chance that it's gonna continue up. But if price comes all the way up here and then we have a rejection all the way down, that's not a good sign. That's when we need to start to think about putting our stop at break even. Because coming all the way back from up here one more time, that just increases chances of price continuing down. So let's wait and see. Okay, very nice UJ. Didn't expect this move on UJ, to be fair. Craft Costanza, hello. Okay, 15 minutes until the news come. Time is running out. When news come, we're just gonna move our stop at break even, unless price pushes down before the news. See now, price came all the way up here, and in this case we should break this, make a new high here. If price decides to continue up, it should break this, make a new high, a small pullback next candle, and push to the next zone. But if price rejects the zone and comes all the way to our entry, then there's no need for us to hold this trade anymore, because that would mean just a rejection. And the best way is to protect your profit, so we move our stop at break even if that happens. And we have news coming, so we're gonna have to put our stop at break even for that reason too. If news are good, imagine this going all the way 30 pips with only 3 pips stop loss. That would be pretty crazy. Okay, let's see. 12 minutes coming up. I took you. Nice trade. I closed early. Thanks. Thank you too. Congrats. EU was perfect. I mean, it just I missed it for 1 or 2 minutes. Made the retest pretty fast and pushed up. Didn't give me a chance, even though this candle came after, but I didn't really trust it after. I wanted to catch the first move with that good momentum, so doesn't matter. Found a good trade after it, which is UJ, but still only 5 pips. I recently registered on Pepperstone. There is an option of Sharia compliance account. Do you know the difference? Does it affect leverage spreads, etc.? Yeah, so I have the same account. The spreads are just a little bit bigger, but it still makes not too much difference. It's still good for trading. I personally use that. So it shouldn't be a problem for you too. The spread is pretty good. Charles from Nigeria. Welcome, Charles. So, from what we can see, Thing is, UJ it's only 5 pips in profit, and stop loss at break even. Some people have different spreads, bigger spreads. It might close before, but for myself, I'll move my stop at break even, just in case I don't want to get caught in the news. So the best is secure profits and leave it run. Let's see what happens. Maybe it's going to give us some good results from news and give us another 10-20 pips. But if the news is bad, then price can go a lot more. I mean, even though stop loss is only 3 pips, but still, I don't want my profits to turn into drawdown. It's just a way of protecting your profits. There's no need to do it. Why taking a loss when you can just put it at break even? Whatever happens, it's not gonna affect you. Let's see. Another 5 pips, we get 10 pips, then we can secure some and leave some run. But unless we reach at least 10 pips, I'm not gonna close anything. Are you afraid of slippage? No, not with UJ. I mean, UJ is, even with the news, doesn't move that much. You can be afraid of slippage on when NFP happens. Even with NFP, we did the webinar on NFP. There was nothing really. Small moves, 10, 20 pip moves, nothing big. Because usually used to be at least 100 pip move on USD pairs, but not now. Also on GBP news, you can be afraid of slippage, can be massive moves. But on UJ, I don't think so. But we'll see. Gonna be here to witness it, see what happens. And news are one more reason to not take EU. Forgot to tell you before. I know we have a break and retest on EU, but news are coming. So if you could take this before and now would be around 5, 6 pips, 10 pips in profit, you could just protect your profits. But if you have a position open now, the best would be to close, because you're still at your entry, still at break even maybe. Why take a loss because of the news? There's no need. So just to protect your account, don't take anything if you're not in a trade. I'm in UJPY, so I'm just put my stop at break even and see what happens. Five minutes left. Okay. News are coming. Usually price starts to move 2-3 minutes before the news. If the news are very important, then you already start to see moves before they come up. Weird moves. And let's see. We have a small rejection now. Stop loss at break even. See how far this can go. Think it's gonna give us 10 pips or not. One minute. It says 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's not gonna move at all. We've experienced that a lot of times. Now news are not having the same effect as before. Most of the time. Okay, perfect. Perfect. It pushed up. Now it's rejecting. How many pips we have? We had 7 pips, nothing big. Still got rejected. Stop loss at break even. Don't move it. Unless we get 10 pips, then there's no need to hold this. There's no need to close the trade, I mean, if we don't get at least 10 pips. Now it's coming down. Okay. Stop that break even. At least went 7 pips. Wow. See, UJ, it's not the best to trade. UJ. Not giving you enough movement, enough big movement. Stop loss. What stop loss? Okay, so what was the new actual? Okay, it was a good. Was good news for USD, but UJ still dropped. EU didn't even move, still at the same place. I mean, even UJ, it only was a 5 pip move. What is a 5 pip move? Nothing. When we had this kind of news before, you'd have at least 50 pip move. EJ coming for retest, still valid. EJ is valid, but it's gonna be more risky. See, we already have two rejections from the level we set before, from the 4 level. See, we had two rejections from the same level. This can cause some problems, but I said at least I'm gonna expect a 10 pip rejection when price comes for a retest. Let's see if EJ is gonna come for a retest. Yeah, looks like EJ is the best setup for now. Nothing else is coming. So even if we have the retest on EJ, we need the retest at least now, not in the last minutes of the candle when the candle closes, because that would just increase chances of continuation to the downside. That's why most of the time I like the trade to have the retest right away, because we can go with that momentum, and coming all the way after then becomes not the best retest, and the fact that it's coming from another zone just makes this more risky. Yeah, news did nothing. It was barely a move on all USD pairs. Nothing big happened. See, GJ is rejecting the same level again. So many levels on GJ. It's a 4-hour level, so that's the reason, I think. Let's see. See the daily. Daily, previous one closed pretty bearish. So there was obvious that it's going to go and fill this range to the downside this daily wick. But we have this daily support here. And you can see the big rejection we had because of it. I think once we break this on the daily, we have a nice range to fill to the downside. It's around 70 pip range. Pretty good. But for now, there's no trade. Yeah, very slow market today. Very slow. Let's see. GU can give us a good trade too. Let's see. If it does close below, it's gonna give us a pretty good trade. See, GBP is dropping right now. If we get a close below, would be perfect. I like GBP a lot because GBP gives you fast pips. It doesn't make you wait like UJ. Straight 10-20 pips without waiting. So once GU gives us this setup, it's not gonna leave us waiting here for a long time. It's gonna be fast. Just hope we have a retest, because most of the time now there's no retest on GBP. It's moving fast after the breakout. Not giving too much option. Oh, EJ already came. Almost forgot. Oh my god. You guys forgot too. Just hope it comes again. How did we miss this? I guess big rejection. Big drop on EJ. I'm thinking if I'm gonna take EJ or not, because look at the 4-hour. It's a massive rejection from this resistance. It's not gonna be safe to take it. If I'm not comfortable in a trade, I'm not gonna take it. Because if you're not comfortable, that means there's a problem there. There's something that is giving you doubts about the trade. Even if it does continue up, I'm not going to regret not taking it, because I know what happens most of the time in these kind of setups. Better wait for GU. At least on GU, you're gonna know that there's no traffic on the left, and the next zone is 30 pips. Okay, looks like USDCAD went all the way up. The news had good effect on USDCAD. Rejected from the 4-hour support. Looks like this zone got respected. Gonna wait for GU. I think it's the best setup for now. This is gonna be pretty good. Another confirmation is that price got rejected also from this zone, and now coming all the way down, breaking the support would be perfect trade. If it does reject again this setup, this support, then it's gonna be pretty boring day. Can EJ still a retest? EJ is retesting, but the reason I didn't take, I'm not taking it is because of what 4-hour. 4-hour coming from this zone, it makes me uncomfortable, and that's why I'm not taking it. Would be a perfect setup if price wouldn't come from this resistance. Would be way more comfortable, even though already got rejected. Like I said before, even if it's coming for another zone, at least you can have a 10-pip projection, because it just cannot break like that all the way down when having all these rejections before breaking it. So it makes sense that price got rejected. but I just wouldn't feel comfortable taking it. So no need to take it when you're not comfortable. GU rejecting, this is not a good thing. We need a breakout. Let's take a look at EA because it might give us a setup here. Too many zones in the left. Let's focus on what's happening right now. Let's see. This breaks above, we might have a good setup here. When the retest happens here, pricing might come a little lower for making a retest of this zone because most of rejections are here. Look at all these candles. They are coming and closing below this. So when the retest comes, we might expect a deeper retest and continuation. But it looks pretty good. Let's see how it's gonna close. No, I'm not doing a later schedule. I just did New York session today because a London session I was a bit busy and couldn't do it. But from tomorrow we are back with London session again. New York session was just for today. London session is back tomorrow again. Same time as always. Yeah, it looks like no breakout on GU. Got rejected again. See, the more this level gets rejected, the better it becomes, because once you have a breakout, then you're gonna expect a massive move. You have 6 1-hour candles, they are all rejecting this level. When you have the breakout, it's gonna be a massive one. Still no breakout, still no breakout. Still waiting for this. Yeah, I know. London session can be a good time for all of you. Like I said before, some people can't afford to trade London session because it's not their time. It might be midnight maybe. Some countries can't trade Asian. For example, I can't trade Asian because it's midnight here and I need to take a break to get some fuel for the next day. So I know, but if you can't trade London session, you have New York session. What are the advantages of magic keys? Magic keys is just like an indicator that helps you manage your trade, manage your risk. Let's say you want an indicator that lets you close all of your trades in one touch or close half of them, leave some run. All these options are with magic keys. If you've seen me doing a simulator session and you see the tools that I use on simulator session for closing trades or moving stop loss at break even or anything like that, magic keys has all of that, and it's way better. You have it in your hand, it connects with your account, it's perfect basically, especially for people who open a lot of positions just like me, because when you open a lot of positions it's harder to manage them, so you need an indicator to close all of them for at the same time or something like that. Yeah, looks like it's not going to be a breakout. EJ rejected pretty hard, at least 10 pips. Good one. Let's see. I think EA is only option right now. Euro USD, it is good, but like I said, there was some news and we didn't take it before because of the news too. And also the daily hold me back a bit because this is where the daily candles closed, and I think it's a bit risky. It is a bit risky. So we're still at this. Just to look at the rejections on this level. See, these two candles try to go above this but still couldn't and closed below. We had another one here and the previous one here. Now price is exactly at resistance. If, let's say, if we could have a clean break on lower time frames of this, of at least, let's say, 20 pips, then we would have to take the retest. It would be pretty good. But when you go on the 1 hour, it's not above that level. See, the 1 hour candle is not above the daily level that we're talking about. If the break would be all the way above this, then on the retest we could be way more comfortable. But I think this wouldn't be comfortable for me. So I'm just gonna skip this unless I find a very good trade. Not gonna take this. What about for our resistance on EA? Let's take a look at that resistance on EA. Yeah, you're right. On the left, we have this big resistance. The thing is, you have so many rejections, you can't even decide which zone you wanna put your line to. I mean, what is the last support created on EA or resistance? It's this one. So are the chances higher for a fake out if it does make a retest? Yes, they are, but still you're gonna have to use your to risk it. Still gonna have to risk it. It's your choice. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't take it. But let me take a look because seems like GU came back again. And looks like it's gonna be a very weak breakout. It's not gonna give us a very good choice. But let's see. See how it's gonna close. Yeah, it's gonna be weak, but even if it's a weak breakout, still gonna take it. Okay, 1 minute left. And we get a 1 hour close. Okay, we have a close on the 1 hour. Small pullback and I'm in the trade. Okay, I took some sells right now. See, the breakout is not the best. It's a small breakout, but I think it should work out still. So I'm just gonna use less risk. I'm using tradingview.com. The platform I'm using is called tradingview.com. So stop loss is gonna be 20 pips. Not 20 pips, 15, because there's no need. Stop loss is just above the previous breakout candle, so I think there's no need for more. So I'm gonna use a 15 pip stop loss. See, the breakout is not the best, it's not a very strong breakout, but I'm still taking it. Because even though when we have small breakouts still works out, the only thing is that more risky, so you can use lower risk on this trade just because the breakout is very weak. Let's see how it goes. Price came a little deeper. If this results in a fake out, then there's a reason. Looks like for our level it's a bit higher. Lots of zones in between. I mean, I'm just gonna take the risk whatever happens because there's too many complications lately. let's wait and see. This could reverse to the upside with an open candle. This can go down, can go up, but chances of going down are much higher than going up. It's all about probability here. What are the signs that price can go up? Ask yourself first. And what are the chances of, or what are the signs of going down? So we have more confirmation for the downside. We have a breakout candle. We have a breakout candle. We have a retest, and we're expecting continuation. But what about upside? I don't see a reason why price should go up. I mean, these candles are closed a bit lower than these here, so that can be a reason why price should push up, or maybe the reason should be the 4 hour, because the 4 hour still didn't manage to close all the way below this, still close somehow above, but I'm just taking this based on the 1 hour. Taking this based on the 1 hour, and we'll see. It's all about if you want to take the risk or not. I want to take the risk on the 1 hour and take it. Even though it's not the best of all, it's not the best break and retest, but we don't have a better choice at the moment. Let's take a look at EA. Maybe EA did something. See, EA? Yeah, EA, it's doing a good break and retest now, except that we are coming from a resistance here. See, the last time price got rejected from here, it went all the way down, and this is the second time doing the same. Yeah, some of you guys can take EA if you want. EA is good too. EA can continue, it's already doing. So it's your choice whichever trade you want to take. I choose GU. At the time gave me a better option, but EA can be good too. So yeah, GU is starting to show some signs of rejection here. Okay, nice rejection. Okay, very nice. We need at least 10 pips. I entered GU when the new 1 hour opened. Once the new 1 hour opened, I entered sells on the retest, not just when it opened, but I entered on the retest. Hi guys, I'm new here. Welcome. If you are new, take some time to watch the previous webinars and have an idea what we're doing here. Okay, we have 10 pips right now. We have 10 pips. Close some, move your stop at break even. Stops at break even. Can still continue down. There's plenty of room. Like I said before, we have clean traffic all the way down here. But the best is protect your profits. Finally, we have a good trade. Waited too long for this. Very good. EA went perfectly too. If you guys took it, congrats. Muhammad Ali took it. Very nice. It went perfectly. We just had to choose which one we want to take. And I choose GU. Both were perfect. Very nice. GU is still pushing. 12 pips. The magic keys is for MetaTrader. This is TradingView, so it works for MetaTrader and CTrader also. Took both. Thank you, Sad. That's great. Congrats if you took both. That's perfect. I took only GU because, as you know, I don't take 2 trades at a time. Only take 1 trade at a time, so I couldn't take both. But the idea was perfect. It went perfect. The setup was nice. Thoughts on US30? US30 is not on my watch list, sorry, because I don't trade indexes. I don't trade US30, but I can give an opinion maybe on it. Except that, nothing else. Let's take a look. US30. See, US30, as you can see, lots of gaps in here, but it looks like you have a small support formed here. This might be a small break and retest, but like I've said before, I haven't done enough back testing on US30, so we need a lot of back testing to see if it does work based on technicals a lot or not. And I've said before, US30 moves a lot from fundamentals too. Fundamentals play a big role on US30, and you have to be aware. Would you prefer Forex or trading stocks? Forex, of course. If stocks would be better, I would be trading stocks, but I think Forex is a lot better and it's more simple than stocks. What of gold? Gold's not for trading right now. Lots of fake outs. I don't trust gold. So I can't say anything about gold. UJ is still rejecting this. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. 4-hour closed above. There might be a chance that price is going to continue up. Might be a good chance. But still, I don't trust it that much. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, we can take this based on the 4-hour, but still I wouldn't trust it. The reason it's coming somehow from the next zone here, and chance of being a fake out are higher. How do I use stochastic? I don't use these indicators, stochastic or moving averages. I don't use them. Because I think you don't need them actually. I mean, maybe somebody can make them work. There are a lot of people who use them. I used them before, but for now I don't need them. Do you believe there is a correlation between GU and GJ? Yes, sometimes there is a correlation. When you have something that's happening with GBP, all GBP pairs gonna react at the same time. Let's say you have news coming up for GBP, so you're gonna expect all GBP pairs to move the same way. But you can't trade them saying that okay, you have a break on GU, but maybe on GJ you don't have a breakout. So you can't say that both are gonna continue in that same way. Brian, welcome. I remember I posted a trade on a webinar on Twitch. It's still there. GU is still pushing, very nice. 15, 16 pips. Let's see if it does give 20. Like I said, GU had perfect. Had no traffic on the left, so it's a free ride all the way down here. There's no zones for GU. No, I don't trade binary, and I don't use indicators. Because I don't need them. Yeah, when it moved to 10 pips, I secured half and I let half run. Stop loss is at break even, yes. It already made a 16 pips move, so you have a chance if you want to take some profits. Secure and move to the next trade. Don't think it's gonna be
trades, yeah.
Yeah, it went perfect.
Yeah, man.
Finally, we waited all day for this.
It's better to wait so you don't have any zone below.
Yeah, see, patience pays, you know. You're gonna wait all day, but at the end, the trade's gonna come. It's just about patience. EA went perfect too. I don't know who took EA, but went very nice. Just choose to, wow, EA 35 pips. EA made a bigger move than GU, even though the reason I took GU was because I expected from GBP a better move, a bigger move. But at the end, EA went even better. Still, it's great. UJ is rejecting to the upside. Okay, if you took it, congrats. How many pairs do you focus on? I focus on one pair at a time, but until I find that pair, I have some of the pairs here on my right. The ones I trade are these. These pairs on my right, the list of these pairs are the pairs I take trades most of the time. Do you give Forex courses? Yes, I do have a course. Yeah, let's say I start looking at the charts and I start to go through them. Whichever pair gives me the best setup, I focus on that until it makes a break or a break and retest, and I take it. How many percent profit is in 10 pips? In 10 pips, you can have 50% profit or 100%. Depends on the risk you use. Maybe 100% is not possible, but from 1% to God knows. Just depends on how much risk you use. It doesn't depend on the pips, because you can have 10 pips but use a 20% risk on that. Alex, you can go to my website and have more information. breakandretest.com. Let's see. I think GU still has more room to continue down. Still way more room to go down. We have another 20 pips maybe until the bottom of this range that we need to fill. How much risk? I think there's no, it doesn't help you anything how much risk I use. I think better question would be how much risk do you suggest to use? I would say 1% per trade or 0.5 or 1% per trade would be a good risk with a good strategy, with good experience. How does GBPUSD look like? First, I don't trade lower than 1 hour, so I don't look at 30-minute charts, only 1 hour and up. And second, I don't trade GBPUSD. It's not on my list, but you can send a chart and I can give you my opinion on that. I think that would be the best. If you can send a chart, way better. You're welcome. Kevin, welcome. Hello. Yeah, today I'm on New York session because we couldn't do the London one. Do you trade live on daily basis? Yes, I do. I trade on London session most of the time. Today it's just one of the days when I do New York session when I can't do London. So that's the reason. Very nice, congrats. If you took EA, congrats. GU still pushing. Okay, we have almost 20 pips. Very, very nice trade. Now you can secure some more on GU and you can leave a runner for more. 20 pips right now. Let's see if it does reach our target. It's gonna be 36 pip range. Very, very nice. I think GU is gonna go all the way to the next support here. I think that's the next target for GU. Wow, what a drop. This was an epic trade. Do you recommend taking all profits once price 10-15 pips or just move stop loss at break even and wait for a target to be hit on small accounts? Well, if you have a small account, 10-15 pips would be enough, I think, because that's how I started too. I started taking 10-15 pips. Now most of the time I wait for 10-20 pips at least, then take all my profits, but sometimes I also secure profits and 10 pips. Because sometimes there are setups that are more risky than others, so even 10 pips can be enough. It's just based on your risk use. Even 10 pips can be enough with a good risk. Okay, let's see if we can fill this range with this candle. Was this was a massive drop. If you go and watch the webinar, what did I say a few minutes earlier? Just go and watch the webinar. What did I say? The more rejections you have, the better the move's going to be when you have the breakout. And I especially said it's going to be a massive move. And look now. We have 29 pips, almost 30 pips right now. This is crazy. I don't trade oil. Okay. Let's see now if we do have any other trades. Let's see if we do have any other trades for the future, even though now it's not the time to take any more trades. Like I said on EJ, price coming from another zone and it's more risky to take it. And that's the reason I didn't take this. If you go on the 4-hour, you see the rejection from this 4-hour resistance. Now we have a 4-hour break and retest of this zone, but I'm gonna skip it. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking it. So there's no trade on EJ for me. In the meanwhile, GU filled this whole range. What a move here. Wow, this was crazy. 36 pips. See, this is a perfect example of a break and retest. A clean break and retest with a clean range, clean traffic on the left. The break was not the best. We said that it was a weak breakout, but still I took the risk and it paid off. So perfect, 36 pips drop. Perfect. Think I'm done now. I'm still gonna hold the runner. We'll see how much can go. But for now, I'm done with it. USDCAD, it's still in this middle zone. I wouldn't touch it for now. So let's see this chart. Take a look at this chart. Okay, so your setup was pretty good. The only thing is this was a level, but the main level was this one, because look where most of the candles are rejecting and look where the most of the candles close. That's why price came a little deeper for the retest, but still the trade was perfect. Congrats on your trade. Pretty good. Very nice one. No, I don't trade. I don't stream every New York session. I stream a London session. If you see my other live streams, you can see that London sessions are my streams most of the time. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to go now. It was a perfect setup. We caught some nice pips, and have a very nice day. thank you all for being here. I hope New York session paid off. We couldn't trade London session. So for me, I'm done for now. Have a nice day. Thank you all. See you tomorrow, London session, same time every day. And give it a like or subscribe if you enjoyed this session. And have a nice day again. Thank you all. You can find me on Instagram. I'm gonna leave it in the comments. Also, it's on the description. So yeah, see you.